You will not rope me in this UK.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Keep with the OGEE'Z back here again. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and if you haven't, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Anyways, so today we are going to be a little bit, do I say intimate? So in case you guys don't know, for those of you asking about where she got her British accent from, Becky is actually from the United Kingdom, and we got married 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and she moved to Switzerland. That's where she got the accent from, basically. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about, her transition to Switzerland, basically. So I have here 20 questions with me just to talk about her transition from the UK to Switzerland, and I hope you guys really like the video. If you have more ideas or some more questions you'd want us to answer, please be sure to leave it in the comments and we'll definitely answer the questions. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
For full context, she has not seen the questions. I generated them randomly and she's just going to, answer them. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question number 1. What was the biggest cultural shock you experienced after moving to Swiss?
I think one of the cultural shocks I noticed was that a lot of there isn't actually in Switzerland, there isn't a lot of black people. Well, if you go to Zurich, you see a lot of black people, but where we live, which is kind of like a village, we don't really see a lot of black people. And when I do see black people, I'm so tempted to speak English, and then I realized that some of them actually can't speak English, they only speak German. And that for me was shocking.
I'm gonna take a dig at the UK. How did you find the fact that our trains are on time and everybody's on time over here?
Interesting actually, because honestly, when I moved here and I was obviously getting to know Switzerland, one thing I realized is that everything is on time. If the train says that it's coming at 10:30, best believe it's coming 2 minutes before so it can leave at 10:30.
Right.
In the UK could never. I'm sorry, guys. Don't come for me.
What about how clean the trains are, though?
I was literally talking about this last week, where I was on a train, yeah, and obviously when he comes with me on a train, we usually go on the first class, but even the second class on the train is so clean. You don't see garbages on the floor. You don't see it's absolutely clean. That was actually shocking for me as well, because UK.
UK, I still love you though. I'm gonna take a lot of jabs at the UK, but I still love you guys though. I love partying in the UK, but this is not about the UK. But I'm just going to keep jabbing the UK because question number 2: how has the relationship changed since relocating? Was it harder or easier than expected?
Definitely harder.
How so?
I tell you why. It's because when we were dating, we were kind of long distance. Well, not long distance, but we were kind of
an hour away.
Yeah, but it's still long distance. We don't live in the same country, do we?
Yeah, fair enough.
But so I would come or he would come, and we would just spend a week together, or spend sometimes
2 weeks, months.
2 weeks.
I spent a month.
Well, a month was during COVID, but when he started work, he would spend a week or 2 weeks with me, and then he would go back, and then we would go back to being long distance. Whereas now, moving in the same house, living in the same country was so difficult for me because it wasn't something I was used to. I wasn't used to seeing him every single day, and you guys know what happens when you live with your partner. You notice a lot of different things about them, and you're always in each other's skin 24/7, which for me was was really hard actually, because when you're together with someone all the time, right, there's always arguments that happens unknowingly, right? And for me, I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm here, we live together now, this is us now, I have to get used to him, he has to get used to me. And I think now it's a lot better. It's a lot better because now we're kind of used to each other and living with each other.
So, question number 3. I'm going to ride for my country here. what's the biggest misconception people have about living in Switzerland?
I don't know
In
how
your
to answer
opinion,
that.
you don't know how to answer that.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I would go ahead to say that, in my opinion, people say Swiss is very expensive, which, by definition, it's not. It's pricey in the sense that because we get well paid over here, you can actually afford to live here. So for me, what expensive means that it is the level of affordability. So if the prices are high and you can afford it, it's not expensive basically. I would say that's, like, in my opinion, the biggest misconception about Switzerland. And yeah, so I took that one from you. Question number 4. How did Swiss society react to you as an immigrant? Did you feel welcomed or out of your place?
I definitely felt out of place because, like, everything in Swiss is so difficult. Like, everything is just so extreme. Like, trying to get your driving license, you have to literally do 10 things. Like, it's just so long. And also, I would say it was from my part as well, because, like, I thought because I don't speak the language, I didn't fit in, and I felt that also sometimes when you go to the restaurants and you ask them, do you speak English, especially in St. Gallen, they'll say no, even though they do speak English. They just don't want to speak English with you, and they just lie that they don't speak English. So yeah.
Okay. Question number 5. Did you face any challenges integrating into Swiss life, especially with the language?
At first I did. Like, it was so hard for me to get a job. Like, that was my main thing, like getting a job, getting like some source of income. It was difficult, obviously, because of the language and because of the course I studied, which requires me to, like, speak to my patient, and I need to be able to speak German to do that. But it took me approximately a year to find a job, which isn't too bad. I was quite blessed. I was quite lucky. I was quite privileged. But so I would say 50-50.
Question number 6. What's the most unexpected thing about the Swiss healthcare system?
Guys, it took me a year to find a doctor for myself, a house doctor. It's backwards. And I feel like, no, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't need
I'll write for my country.
I don't need the backup. But, like, Swiss is so backwards. Like, they don't have a lot of doctors here, so they always have, like, doctors coming from different countries here, and it's still not enough, because it took me a year to find a house doctor. There was a time when I was sick, he knows about it, and I was looking for a doctor. I called different doctors. Some of them did not even pick up. Some of them said there's no space for me, that they can't take me because they have no space. Like, how can you not have space? Like, it makes zero sense. Like, they're backwards in a lot of things. But
yeah, I'm going to write for my country.
This is not about you.
Yeah, I will still write for my country, and I call cap on that. And here's why: when you were sick, it was during summer holidays, and a lot of people went holidays. Number 2, you said it took you a year to find a doctor.
Yes.
True or not true? Because prior to then, you did not try to get a doctor.
I tried. You're not going to tell me what I did.
You did not try.
I tried.
You did not try.
And number one, the number one thing you said, right? Why like, even if doctors are on holiday, there should still be other doctors that covers for them.
Just they play. But bro,
UK would never.
Bro, NHS could not even.
Okay, please. Next
It's
question.
I'm gonna, you know what?
This is not a debate.
No,
this is about me.
It's your opinion. That's fine. That's
yes,
fine.
my opinion.
Okay, cool. I'm ready for my country still, though. I got you. Swiss life, I got you.
Dude, you Nigerian.
I got you. Swiss life.
Nigerian.
Anyways, question number 7. How does cost of living in Switzerland compare to where you were living before?
I wouldn't know, honestly. Actually.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Wait, is that what do you know?
I wouldn't know because he's gonna pay most of the bills.
Question number 8. Do you think Switzerland is an easy place to raise children, especially as a mixed cultured family?
We're not mixed cultured. Oh, no, we're not mixed cultured. But I would say yes, it's very safe. Like, I see the kids every morning going to school by themselves. Like, from the age of 5 it is.
Yeah, from 5, yeah.
From the age of 5, like, they walk into school, you know, it's safe. Switzerland is so safe, and that's one thing I love about the country. Like, I don't have to be looking back and thinking, oh, something's gonna happen, which is something I had to do when I was in the UK. Like, so that aspect is actually really safe to bring up your kids. I won't lie.
Question number 9. How do Swiss family values differ from the values you grew up with?
I don't know much about Swiss values, to be honest, because I feel like at home we still kind of go with the values that we grew up with anyways as a black couple. I would say I don't know how to answer that. I don't really...
Being on time.
But that's not a Swiss thing. I'm always
That's a Swiss. Hey. Let's not lie now. Come on.
I'm always on time, no?
Yeah. Question number 10. Was it difficult to adjust to the Swiss bureaucracy and the strict rule?
Guys, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy, but it's doable. The only thing that kind of annoys me is the fact that like I have to like do my B2 test before I can get approved, which makes zero sense. But I get it because in my field of work I have to speak to patients in German, and most of people that live here speak German, so it makes sense.
Question number 11. How do you handle homesickness, especially in a country known for its reserved culture?
At first, honestly, I wanted to go back to London, and he knows. I was telling him, I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay here, just because like it was so boring and there wasn't much to do. Literally, like in the UK, it has an amazing nightlife. There's always things to do. There's always day parties. There's always something. But here, there was just nothing, right? And I wanted to leave. But I think now I love it because, you know, the weather's amazing. Number one, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I'm not depressed. The UK made me very depressed. If you know, you know. But I don't really think about like going parties because like we travel quite a lot anyways. Like when we go to the UK quite a lot. So when we go to the UK, we just party there, or when we travel, we have fun there. So I don't really have homesickness anymore.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you used to be homesick before.
Yes,
but tell them that you don't even want to go to London anymore. Tell them.
Honestly, the only reason why I go back to London is because of my family, and I really miss my family. But like, if my family weren't in London, I wouldn't. If my family wasn't in London, I wouldn't want to go back there, literally, because it's. You guys know. Come on, you guys live there. It's so depressing. The weather is so depressing. Not just the weather, like the salary that people get paid there. It should be illegal. It should actually be illegal. Like, it's like, no. But I still love the UK though.
Drag her, guys. Drag her. Tell her, who are you to say that? You just left here 2 years ago.
I'm nobody.
No grief for anybody. Drag her.
But like, that's just my opinion, really.
Yeah, but you should drag me.
But I still love the UK. UK, well, God made me who I am, but the UK, made me the lady I am.
Question number 12. Do you feel like you've had to compromise parts of your identity to fit in Swiss culture?
Hell no, because one thing about me, wherever I am, I'm gonna be me. Do you know why? Because I'm amazing, and like if you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Like, I'm not gonna compromise anything because I live in a different country. Like, I'm still me. I still talk like me, and that's it. Period.
Pooh. Question number 13. How has moving to Switzerland affected your career and personal ambitions? This should be good for Swiss.
It's actually increased my ambition, because like I remember when I first moved here, and I was telling my husband, can you stop laughing? Can you stop?
I remember.
Can you stop?
Okay, I wanna laugh.
I remember when I first moved here, and I was telling like Neo that let's move to the UK. Like, if we move to the UK, we can both be working. And I was telling him that I'll be earning like 30K. And this guy laughed in my face, and I'm thinking, why is this guy laughing? 30K is a lot of money, yo. I was like, 30K is a lot of money. Like, I was happy. I was even happy. And I searched how much occupational therapists earn in Switzerland. Guys, my mouth open. Wow. I said, you know what, we're not going. He even wanted us to move to the UK at one point. He was like, okay, let's move to the UK so you can work and I can work. I said, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. I'm not going anywhere. Me and you, we are going to stay here. I'm going to learn the language and we are going to work. We are going to make that money. We wanted to move to the UK.
Wait a minute. Let me turn on my American accent.
Stupid.
You ain't finna do this to me, man. Alright? I say let's remotely move. Are you ain't finna
You said
me?
remotely.
No. I say we finna move to Canary Wharf and I'll be working remotely. So it was like a temporary, yeah. So you ain't finna rock me with the UK, okay? I don't like that place. I like partying in that place, but you ain't finna rock me in the units. I use my America, UK. You see what I did? Oh man, stop playing, man. Okay. I'm back now. Stop playing. You will not rope me in the UK. Yeah. Question number 14. What role does money and financial planning play in Swiss marriages compared to where you came from?
Don't know.
Kiki ski. Okay.
And,
I think that's like a very broad question to be honest.
yeah, that is quite broad.
You've not even worked before, so before you came. You had a proper job before you came.
Yeah, I've not had a proper job. But like one thing I would say is that like we like save a lot. Savings is a big part of, I wouldn't say the Swiss culture. Just savings, yeah. Like we save a lot.
Period pool.
Find ways to kind of like invest and, you know.
To be honest with you, don't listen to what she said. Spend that money. Tomorrow will be alright. Your future will be alright. Question number 15. Have you noticed any differences in how marriages are perceived or treated legally in Switzerland? That's kind of like an odd question, though.
That's a very odd question.
Marriage is fun,
I would say Switzerland is very family orientated. Like, even when you're in the streets, you will just be seeing couples kissing, holding each other, grabbing each other, and I'm just like, this is too much. This is too much. But I just noticed that Switzerland is a very family orientated country. Like on Sundays, people don't do anything. They stay at home and spend time with family and eat with family and stuff. But in terms of that question, I don't really know much about like.
From our side, marriage is a scam. Don't do it. Cool.
Yes, he's married.
Got that out of my chest. I can breathe now.
Yes, you're married.
Peter, the marriage does not exist. Should have evidence. Question number 16. How did you and your spouse navigate the challenges of relocating? Was there a clash of expectations?
Well, not me and my spouse. I relocated. But there was kind of a clash of expectations. I think he probably wanted me to work sooner than I did.
Not really. Well, go ahead. Speak in English. No, go ahead. Speak in English.
I think he probably wanted me to work sooner than I did, because obviously he was the one like covering every single thing, which obviously normally it would cause a strain in like the other person. And even me, I wanted to like work soon. I thought I was gonna get a job sooner than I obviously did. So in that aspect, I would say there was quite a strain, and also the whole getting. And also, it took a long time for me to get my working permit. Like we thought it was gonna come sooner, but it came later. Yeah.
What reality are you living in?
It came later. Before was.
It's not your working permit. So let me read the question again. And now, again, that's how you see it, but that's not the reality. It's okay.
No, but it's not about you.
Yeah. So there was no clash in expectations from my side, at least. Now, with the working thing, I think, in my opinion, you're actually doing a great job, because like I've not said it before, but like you actually got a job faster than expected, basically. So like the expectation was for you to like spend a year.
I love how he's telling me this
German
on YouTube, and he never said it to me in real life.
Yeah. The first plan was for a year for you to learn German, and after 3 months you were able to get a job. So like, no, I think you started in September, October ish.
What, German?
Yeah, German class.
Yes, I think so.
September. So September,
September, yeah.
September, October, November.
Yeah, September.
So say October, November, December, January, February. So 5 months after you started, you got a job. So like that's actually very impressive. So I think there was no class of expectations.
Yes, because you underestimate me.
I gave you actually the plan was actually a year for you to just learn German. But bravo. Well, and that's your opinion, Shab. It is what it is. It is what it is. Question number 17. Is there a social pressure in Switzerland to conform to certain norms like punctuality or efficiency that was hard to adjust to?
No, because I'm always, like, when it comes to my job, I'm always on time. Like,
I don't know about that.
but like when it comes to like work, I'm always on time anyway. So like it wasn't nothing new. It wasn't anything shocking. One thing I do love about Switzerland though is that the fact that when you're at work, you're so free. Like in the UK, you can't even bring out your phone and say you want to text somebody. It's not allowed. But like here, people are so free to go on their phones, and it's just a more free culture in the workplace. Well, in my workplace, anyways. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, can also validate that because like our culture here is more family business, whereby I think America and UK has like the corporate business, not family. So we have like family business, and I mean that has been my experience basically. So I can validate that also. Question number 18. Do you feel like Switzerland is a good place for immigrants to succeed, or is it difficult to break into Swiss circles?
I think once you're here, it's not difficult, but you have to learn the language. Once you learn the language, the door opens for you. But it's hard to get into Switzerland. Like it's difficult. So I would say when you're here, it's not difficult. Just have to learn the language and then.
Question number 19. How do you deal with the forever foreigner feeling in a country known for being cautious about outsiders?
Honestly, I don't care. I think it's different for me because I know like I didn't come here from like, let's say if I came from Nigeria, I'll probably feel away. Do you know what I mean? Because like things are so differently done there. But because I came from like the UK, it wasn't. I don't really like notice these things. And it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I don't really care for it. You know, I don't really focus on those kind of things. So, yeah.
Question number 20. This is the last question. What advice would you give someone considering moving to Switzerland for love? Would you do it again?
I would do it. I definitely would. Like, I don't regret my decision. But I would just say, like, do a lot of research. And one thing I didn't do that he's probably going to... Yeah. One thing I didn't do was like learn German before coming here.
I told you so.
Yes, he did tell me so, but obviously I was in uni and like I can only like I'm not like him. He has ADHD, right? And I can only focus on one thing at a time. What did you say?
Oshie.
Yeah, so I can only focus on one thing at a time. Like I'm not like he can focus on like 10 things at a time. And with me, and I always tell him this, like I can only focus on one thing. You can't expect me to go into uni and learn the language. I need to focus on one thing first, pass that one thing, and then go on to the next thing. But I would say, yeah, learn German so that it's so much easier for you. Make sure the course you're studying is something that would benefit you here. Because I was quite lucky because the course I studied is something that, you know, is rare in Switzerland, and they don't have a lot of occupational therapists in Switzerland, so they're always looking for occupational therapists. Yeah, just do a lot of research and learn German before you come, and just be prepared and expect the unexpected. That's all I'll say.
From my side, Swiss is the best country in the world, and not just on my side. Literally, it was crowned recently that Swiss is the best country in the world. Period. Heavy flow. Period. So, if you can afford to move here, welcome. Glad to see you. Anyways, that's it from us. This is the first kind of like informative video that we are creating. We would really appreciate any feedback. If you have any questions or you want further clarifications, just make sure to comment down below and we'll respond to them. And also, we would be making more videos like this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.
And don't forget, share with your mother, share with your father, share with your aunties, share with your uncles, share with your grandma, share with everyone, guys. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Okay? Thanks for watching.